Hey y'all, it's Leslie here from Introvert Inspired, and today I am going to get ready for working on my Jingle Drills entry. Come hang out with me. Stick around. And I need to decide what I'm gonna do for Jingle Drills. Am I gonna do Fireside Whiskers or am I gonna do Nordic Christmas Village? I am having conflicting thoughts and ideas. And I need your help. So if you remember, these are the two kits that I got for this cozy season. I love them both and I'm excited about both of them. I don't know which one I want to enter into the Jingle Drills event. If you're not familiar, it is an event hosted by Lindsay over at Emeralds and Fairy Lights, and she has set the size requirements to be 30 by 30 centimeters. So this one will fit. It's 40 by 40. So both of these will be fine, even though they're a little bit of a smaller size kit, which is what I love doing. So now I have to decide. It's time to kit up. I'm almost done with Breath of the Wild, and I need to kit up one of these to do next and take my picture and enter it into the event. I was thinking initially that I would finish my Drills and Chills piece by the end of October, and then I would start a cozy one like 2 or 3 weeks ago at the beginning of November. So these are the two Dreamer Designs kits that I bought in anticipation of this season. The cozy season is upon us, even though it is still going to be in the mid-80s this week here in Central Texas, where I have decided I'm going to do Fireside Whiskers. It's a little bit early for me. I'm not one of those people that starts on Christmas decorations and things like that immediately after Halloween and before Thanksgiving even happens. But I do know how things get away from me during the holidays and everyone. So I really just want to make sure I get this completed by Christmas this year. And so I am going to do this one. And then the other one that I was choosing between this one and the Nordic Christmas Village, I'm going to hang on to it. And if I have time and the inclination to do it after I finish this one, then I will do it this year during cozy season. And for now, I'll just do this one for Jingle Drills, and then if time gets away from me like it did for Drills and Chills, then it's fine. I'll have that other one in my stash. I can do Cozy Christmas Village next time. It fits into the Jingle Drills requirements because it is 40 by 40 centimeters and they're requiring at least 30 by 30 centimeters for their event. And you'll know I prefer a relatively smaller canvas. Okay, so this one again I'll mention is by Kathy Brayer. It is called Fireside Whiskers. It was rendered and created by Dreamer Designs. So this is perfect for me. I'm very excited about it. I'm gonna go ahead and unwrap my drills, get my Elizabeth Ward containers that are available right now. I'm gonna get that ready and I will do some kitting up here. Okay. So if y'all have been around my channel for any length of time, you'll know that these are my chosen containers for working on a diamond painting. Now this set is not actual Elizabeth Ward bead containers. It is kind of a dupe. I do have an actual Elizabeth Ward container is here. The handles are just a little bit different. Everything's just a little bit different. This is my kit for Breath of the Wild, which I am almost finished with, and I will have a finish review on that soon for you. But as of now, these are all in use. And so I think I'm just going to be able to use my kind of dupe container for Fireside Whiskers. And what that means is I'll probably, hopefully, none of the drills need bigger containers than this size. If they do, I'll deal with that. But as of now, my hope is that all the highest volume drills in this kit will fit each into their own little medium-sized container. It looks like this size, I have 3, 6, 7 of these, and then I have 2, 4, 6, 7 of these, and then all the rest are the teeny tiny ones, which should be fine. This is a kit with 51 colors, and it's only 40 by 40 centimeters total, so it shouldn't have drills that need more containers than this. So I am going to go ahead and get my scales out so that I can try to see which ones of these colors need the biggest size containers that I'm working with. There's 51 colors in this kit. This one has 14 grams of drills in it, and I'm pretty sure they will all fit in this size. Of course, stay tuned, because if they don't, then I'll have to go back up to the bigger size. Now we know that I am not going to need this size of container for anything else in this kit. And I think I'll have enough of the tiny ones that even if they can't all fit in all the tiny ones I have left today, they will fit, whatever's left, will definitely fit in some of the containers from the Breath of the Wild one when I'm finished with it. I usually only keep one work in progress at a time. And so for right now, that is Breath of the Wild. And I will soon be making the transition over to this one. So in case you have never worked with a Dreamer Designs kit, which by the way, to be fair, I haven't either. This is my first Dreamer Designs kit that I'm actually going to start using. So the way these are packaged are a little bit different than you will find with Diamond Art Club. So these are each in their own individual Ziploc bags, and they are numbered with their serial number, their Dreamer Designs serial number on them. So for example, this red is number 6, and you'll find it here, number 6, and it is DMC code color 304. So these are stickers that I'll peel off of here and put onto my Elizabeth Ward type containers. These are all really tiny amounts. It looks like these are in here in chronological order. So what I will do is turn this over kind of here like this and sort of just look through it to kind of see which ones seem like the highest number of diamonds in them. And I will take these out and kind of weigh them. It looks like it'll be these purples, which makes sense because the purples make up a lot of the background. So I feel like these medium-sized containers are only not really even going to be needed for these two purples probably, but I'll use them for those two, and it looks like not really anything else. Maybe, probably not that peach even. Maybe one of these blues down here. Okay, so I am going to zero out my scale. There are still wrinkles in that canvas, so I'm going to get that out of the way, make sure this is on a super flat surface. This is just a scale that I used to use when I used to weigh my food. I went through a period of time when I had super high blood sugar that I was trying to get my act together, and I started weighing my food. So that's what I have used this for in the past. It works great for this purpose, just for anyone who is wondering about that. I usually change it to grams when I am working with diamonds and drills. So I have 14 grams in that bag, 17 grams in that bag, 11 grams, and then fewer than that, I'm sure, 10. Okay, so I did not start writing down what amount of drills are able to fit into each size of container. So 16 grams, we think, hopefully should fit into this medium-sized container. I've talked to y'all before about the fact that I don't use funnels, and I just don't need them. So I don't use them. So that's what that's about. But some people like to use funnels for this process, and I think that's great. I love that for them. Here is the number 14. So what I did was I looked at this baggie. It said this is serial number 14 for this kit. So I went down my row of stickers and I looked for the number 14 on here. I found it. I pulled it off. I put it on here. Again, I will call out Daphne from Diamond Painting Anonymous. She's the one who I watched when I was like, how do I do a kit up? What do people do? She's the one I watched for that. I tried her strategy of putting the stickers kind of offset to the right a little bit. And I like that a lot. So that is what I have continued to do after I learned that from her. So thank you, Daphne. She has no idea who I am, but that's where I learned it from. So I always like to give credit where credit is due when you learn something cool from somebody. I think that's a great practice to make sure that you note that you learned it from somebody else. So yes, there you go. And in teaching, as a teacher my whole life, I know that the best things are borrowed and stolen and taken from other experts in the field. We as teachers know that quite well. So these all fit in here fine. So I think my cutoff for this kind of medium size is like 14 grams for this size. As I said, is still a little static in here. That is a problem for future, Leslie, and I will let you know how I solve it when I do. For now, I know that this is number 11, so I'm going to look here for number 11, sticker number 11, DMC number 333, and I'm going to take it off of there and just put it on here. Again, a little bit to the right. I'm not going to press too hard on the left-hand side of it because that's generally where I grab it when it's time to kit down. There we have it. These two are ready to go. So I'm going to just keep doing this and I'll see you soon. Then I just start going through the process. At some point, I will start to realize that I would like to work in color order rather than order by weight. So I still was weighing these. That one was 10 grams. That one is 10 grams. That one is 7 grams. And at a certain point, I realized they're all going to need the tiny containers from then on. So then eventually I give up and I don't care so much about how much anything weighs. And I just switch to doing whatever bag is kind of closest to me at any given time, or whatever bag is on top. This entire process today took about 2 hours from start to finish, including trying to decide which canvas I was going to do and that kind of thing. So that's as long as I've ever spent on a kit up before. I don't think I have ever spent more than 2 hours, maybe 2.5 on one of my bigger ones, but that's a pretty good time frame. But to me, it's worth it because then everything is organized, everything is secure, and I don't have to worry about things, falling out or flipping over or whatever other millions of problems could occur. I think with these, you could conceivably work from the Ziploc bags and into the tray. I don't know. I just don't love that idea. Okay, then I get the bright idea to make sure to write down the grams per type of container size. So it's generally whatever I wrote down there. I don't know. I'll have to tell y'all in a different video. I'll have to go through that again and give you the guidelines that I have come up with based on doing any of this weighing stuff each time. So stay tuned for that. Click subscribe if you want to see what's coming next when it comes to the weights of what each container can hold. I want to say it was like up to 14 and then up to 17 and then up to 20 something. I don't remember. But that'll be something that'll be on my radar for the next big one that I do. When I say big, I mean bigger than this 40 by 40. Because y'all know, I don't usually do really big kits. I might at some point do a big canvas. I mean, you never know. I do love that one by DAC called Cozy Cabin. I don't know who the artist is, I'm sorry, but I love that one if I were going to do a big one. And there's probably another one or two of the large ones that I would love to do, but we'll just have to see. Okay, so here she is, all kitted up. I love a good rainbow order. Do y'all do rainbow order or do you do number order? I don't love number order, I guess because if you do number order, you kind of have to have another reference. Look at the symbol, then you have to go look up the serial number somewhere. And I feel like that's another thing to reference. Whereas if I just look at the code, like the R, then I know I'm looking for a dark red, then it's easier for me to find in my kit. That's my logic. That's what I end up doing. But I know everyone's different, so let me know how you do it. Here is what I'm going to be working on. I'm going to do Fireside Whiskers. I feel like that was kind of what I was leaning toward, even though it didn't seem like what I expected myself to be leaning toward. That's what I decided on. I'm not giving any spoilers or breaking any news here when I tell you that this is the code word for entering your for the grand prize into the Jingle Drills event that Emeralds and Fairy Lights is doing. That's the code word that you need. So you need to put that in your own handwriting on a piece of paper, put it in the middle of your canvas, and then take a picture of the entire canvas so it is documented that you have not laid any drills down at all yet before you start. And then once you have that picture, then it's okay to start working. I am noticing there's a ton of color blocking in this kit. Like, I didn't really notice that as closely when I did the unboxing as I am noticing it now. So I do think I'm in for a relatively pleasant and easy project when I do this kit. So I'm kind of even more excited about it now because I feel like that means I'll be able to do the Nordic Winter Village soon as well. So thanks for hanging out with me today. I love hanging out with y'all as always, and I will look forward to working on this kit and seeing what everyone else is doing for Jingle Drills. Check you later. Bye.